That is a reservation you start with.
I love to see people walk in the door and turn the corner into the tea room and their face lights out because it's more than they expected. It's not a lot to look at from the outside, and I kind of wanted to keep it that way. And then once they come in, they kind of get excited, and it's very Instagrammable. I want people to feel like they're in their grandparents' parlor.
For Mara Witt, it was a slow steep of an idea and a leap of faith that sparked her to open up Honey Cup Cafe and Tea Room on Bridge Street in Manchester.
This is this building in 1906. It was built in 1900, so it's really cool to find these old pictures. And I used to live around the corner, so we used to come here when it was Sabo's, which a lot of people will remember Sabo's and their French fries, which were amazing. And so this is my dad sitting in the cafe in 1976 when it was Sabo's.
She has passed by this building just about every day of her life, but now it's become her second home.
It's really just kind of my personality. A lot of it is that I love vintage, and I have 3 daughters, so I grew up doing tea parties all the time with my daughters, so that was a big part of it.
Honey Cup offers both a cafe with a vintage lunch counter and a high tea service on the weekends.
What I am looking to kind of do is make the ritual of having tea with someone more, I guess maybe more mainstream, not just this, once in a while fancy thing to do, but something that you can just, instead of saying, let's go out for a drink and talk about it, oh, I'll meet you for tea and we can talk about it.
Mara admits her strengths are in the front of the house, so she tapped her good friend and restaurant veteran Amanda Spooner to handle things in the kitchen.
Every single thing on the menu is, she just elevates it, a macaroni and cheese, the fresh herbs, and everything is outstanding.
My background is more in barbecue and pit fire cooking, so I was like, okay, this is a new opportunity for me. Let's go, I'm down. So it was really exciting to be able to dive into something new and get to have full artistic creation with what we were making here. So the first thing that I'm going to prepare for you is our loaded hash brown waffle, and this is really fun. It's egg, cheddar, and potato, and that's it. Some garlic, and it's gluten-free, and it's just so savory, and it hits all the notes. It's got bacon and sour cream.
Mara says people from every demographic have been finding their way to Honey Cup and returning with more friends.
My favorite thing that I hear, and I hear this all the time, is Manchester needed this. And that was a big part of the reason that I started. I really want to improve the city. Having a cafe is usually the first stop in a third space, and something that builds a community. And I think, I hope we're doing that. So.
Up on the hill, inside the Oddfellows Mansion on Pleasant Street in Concord, high tea is served every weekend.
You've got some scones and you've got some sandwiches and a bit of quiche, which has got cheese, cheddar cheese and leek in it. And then you've got the cake on the top. I like the idea of people sitting together, spending time, chatting. Life is so busy these days. We know how restorative tea is, and what better way than just to come in with some friends and just have tea.
Open to the public, Ariana's Tea Room is part of the Presidential Oaks Retirement Community Campus.
We have independent people who live here. Some of them were in our tea room today, and it's just so convivial here.
Mary Lee Gorham grew up in England and says welcoming guests to her tea room has been a long-time dream.
I just really enjoy feeding people, call it the Italian grandmother approach. Mangi, have some more to eat. So it's just, I really enjoy, bringing some joy to people, and so they can take a step out of time from their lives and spend an hour or two here with us.
While she acknowledges many Americans are coffee drinkers, she's seen tea slowly gaining momentum.
people really enjoy drinking tea. If it's green tea or herbal tea or really good strong, oolong or black tea.
But it's not just the tea that has people flocking to Ariana's. Mary Lee's baked goods disappear as quickly as she can bring them out.
So the three-tier delight, we bring that to the table. People's eyes pop out of their heads, and I think they think, oh, wow, that's a lot of food. But the portions are not enormous because the food is really rich. And of course, the idea of tea was that you were really hungry in the middle of the afternoon because you didn't eat until quite late. That's how high tea started, actually.
For this Brit, chatting with her guests is a high point of high tea. Her main goal, to make everyone feel welcome and relaxed.
It's just wonderful to be able to say, I opened this tea room, it's something I really wanted to do for a long time. And it might sound a bit trite, but truly bringing joy to people who come in.